Wow, good morning, Doodle Dandy fans. I can't believe it's been, almost a week now since we were live last. Well, I think it was the rescue of Ruffin the last time we spoke. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Angie. I'm the social media coordinator here for Doodle Dandy. I'm also helping on the fundraising team. So that's why so often when you see me online, I'm talking about fundraising because it's a really important part of what we do. So this morning's project, believe it or not, is we're going to do a live update of all of our Doodle Dandy babies. Every one of them. We're going to talk about all the ones we have in foster care, about those that are coming up. Hey, Deanna, how's Dylan doing? So part of what just happened with Deanna is I am in the shade, so I am going to be able to see. I'm going to turn my ringer off so you guys can't hear all the text messages coming in, but you're going to be able to see and you're going to be able to ask me questions because I can see them, and I'll be able to answer questions on our dogs as we go through. So let's see, Jan's just joined us as well. Jan's going to be online and she's going to help us out by answering questions. As you ask them, she'll be responding to them in writing if I somehow manage to miss them in asking questions. So I'm going to walk through all of these. All right, so here's our first update. Dylan is actually online with us with his absolute favorite. And you know what, Deanna? I'm going to tell you something. I've got Tobin that I'm here fostering. Thank you for that tip. He loves those. He sits in there and he is so excited, but I'll get to Tobin in a little bit here. So let me walk you through. We've got a bunch of followers that have jumped on, so let's start this out. I am going to go in alphabetical order, so no dog's getting any special treatment than any other dog. So we're going to start out, we're going to talk about Bailey. Bailey is pretty new to the rescue group. I think he's been with us right around a week. And Bailey is spending time adjusting to his new life, getting used to being in a foster's home, getting all the love that he needs. And he is going this week to get his full vetting. So he's, again, adjusting. He's preparing for his forever family. He is one fun dog. And I'll tell you, folks, if you're looking for a dog a little bit on the smaller side, I'd keep my eyes open on Bailey. Then we've got Coco. That gorgeous, beautiful Coco. She is learning commands, and she is continuing her journey to being a better and better dog and getting ready for her forever family. Her foster mom posted a video, and hey guys, I'm going to be posting all these updates this week. So after you watch this video, you can go in and watch more on those dogs. So keep an eye open this week for updates on all of these dogs with pictures and videos. So Coco has learned several commands. She's having a lot of fun, and she is getting closer and closer, hint, hint, to being up for adoption. So keep your eyes out for Coco. We've got Darcy. Darcy's our sweet little dog. You saw an update this week on her. She got spayed. Great video from her foster mom today. She was outside going for her morning potty, and she was walking nice and gently. But Darcy is getting there. Darcy has had to work on her socialization skills because she was so scared after running on the streets. We think she may have been on the streets for up to a month before Doodle Dandy was able to help with her rescue. So she actually came to us from a partner rescue group. So we are excited that Darcy is doing so much better. She's done all of her heartworm treatment. She's now been spayed. So as she works on her socialization skills, not only with humans, but also with dogs, she'll be ready for adoption. Let's talk about Drew. Drew's that gorgeous puppy that came in this week. You saw him laying down, eating his dog food. Drew has, he went in for a full grooming because he was completely matted. So Drew has been, he's kind of a nudester, as my nieces would say. He's been clean, down to the skin to get all the matting off. So as his hair comes in, it'll come in fresh and gorgeous. He, again, is just working on his socialization skills. We got an update from his mom this morning. She said that Drew is her shadow. He is super, super sweet. And when he takes treat from her hands, he is very, very gentle. So we're excited about Drew. And then Deanna, she's giving us today's morning update on Dylan. Dylan is next. We are so fortunate that we think he's getting really close to the proper dosage for his epilepsy medicine, for his seizures. He continues to adjust, and we're starting to see Dylan's really cute personality come out. He is so young, so Dylan's got puppy in him. And, you know, he's 116 pounds now because he's still growing. He's a puppy. So the picture we posted, I think it was yesterday, of him laying on the couch. When he lays on the couch, Deanna has to go off and do something else because there's no couch room when a 116-pound dog lays on there. We're still not sure what his mix is. We do know he's some sort of a doodle, but people keep throwing things around. And as his personality develops, then they lean towards one thing, we lean towards another. Deanna, is there any current leaning on what his mix might be? She's typing away there, so we'll give her a moment here to let us know. But Dylan's medical care has now run us almost $7,000. So, you know, again, that's just part of the adventures. So Deanna's thinking today's thought might be, in as we post more pictures, we're going to ask you guys to guess as well as you start seeing him. I'm leaning towards a Great Dane poodle, but only because I had a Great Dane with his same colorings, and she was huge, but you just never know. You know, everybody knows, and Deanna's probably going to be our best guesser at it because she knows his personality as well as what he looks like. So let's talk about Hope. Hope is around in the yard somewhere. Hopey, come here. So because we're live, here's this, as we often call her, she is a hot mess of dog. Here is Miss Hope. She is now officially over 10 pounds. Oh, look at that kiss. That is very typical of this young lady. Hi. She has gotten all of her hair. It's interesting. You'll see she's gotten a white tuft right here on her chest. She's got a white tuft on her chin. She's got, I don't know, 5 or 6 white hairs coming out on her head. According to my dad, he says, you must be giving her gray hair. I don't know about that. But she, don't listen to the next part, is going to get spayed this week. She's going in with Tobin, and they're getting spayed on the same day. Look at that beautiful face. Look at that girl. Have you ever seen anything, a transition like what we've seen with her? She is transformed. She is the sweetest dog. She's a lap dog. Mwah. Can I put you down now? Thank you for the kisses. Say bye, everybody. Mama's going to put me down so I can go play. She is, this is lazy Sunday in Dallas, and it's beautiful weather, so she's been out here playing with her foster brother, Apollo. She, again, like I said, needs to be spayed, and she's well through her journey of getting ready for adoption. So, I don't know, but, you know, we've prepared her, and she is getting really, really close. So, again, keep your eyes on social media. Kobe is, I think, our youngest dog we have in the rescue group right now. He is 5 months old. He is a typical 5-month-old. He just lost his 2 lower canines, his baby canines, so he's getting his adult teeth. And I was told to give out this hint. Watch out, world, because Kobe's about ready to enter it. So keep tabs again on Kobe. Stay with us this week and next week because we've got a lot of dogs that are getting ready to come up for adoption. Lydia, that is that wonderful partnership that we put together, and we got her from the group that does the training, and let me tell you, she is doing phenomenal. I'm going to interrupt my update on Lydia because Jennifer just put up a question for us. She said, what is the adoption process? It's simple and hard, okay? And let me walk you through what that means. So on our website, you go to doodledandyrescue.org and go to the Doodles page. When a dog comes up for adoption, you can only put into adopt when a dog is ready for adoption. So what you'll do is you'll apply. And I recommend keeping tabs on our social media and keeping tabs on our website because oftentimes we're overwhelmed with applications, and at that point we cut off the application process. So you want to watch out for the dogs that you're interested in. Highly, highly recommend reading the bio and watching the video. The two pieces of that are very important, because if you're just looking for a dog, apply for the dog that best fits your family. So make sure you read the bio, make sure that you're applying for the dog that's going to best fit your family. Our adoption team, headed up by Jenny, is going to go through, and she and the team read every application, front to back, back to front, left to right, and right to left. They go through everything. We align the dog with their best family, and then the references are checked. And so it is really a big process. There is no particular anything going into it. We know the dog's personality. Once Jenny goes through the applications and the team goes through the applications, then the top applications are looked at by the foster family. It's ultimately between the adoption team and the foster family as to who gets the dog, because the foster family knows that dog best. And after, if you get down to this, we're in the selection process, then you have the opportunity to meet the dog, and there's no harm, no foul if you meet the dog and you're just like, not what I was thinking, not a good fit, something didn't happen. We always say dogs choose their people. And so it really is about dogs choosing their people and the people being comfortable with the dog. So there's no harm, no foul, but apply for the dog that best fits you. And we'll go through the whole process with you. It's on our website. And as dogs come up, then the application process is open for that particular dog. Jennifer, thank you for asking that question. All right, so let's see. We were talking about Kobe. Keep an eye out for Kobe, because he's coming up here in the next, a couple of weeks for adoption. He's still losing, like I said, his baby teeth. His foster family loves him. He is just a kick in the pants, so to speak. Let's see, let's move down. We were talking about Lydia as well. Lydia has made absolutely amazing strides. She is gaining weight. She is growing hair. She loves to cuddle up with her foster mom. We have some great pictures of her, so I will be posting some updates on Lydia so that you can actually see her process. She trusted her foster mom enough to go in and get the giant mat that was on the bottom of her chin that even the vet couldn't get to when they were trimming her out. So as her hair grows out, she'll be ready for a real professional grooming. Let's see, Minnie. Minnie is one of the dogs that we pulled off the streets. We don't know how long she was on the streets. She was found by a partner rescue group, and they turned her over to us. She came to us completely matted. She had to be fully shaved down, and she has skin issues, which she is still dealing with. She is heartworm positive, and she has been cleared to start her heartworm treatment this week. So we're excited about that. Again, that's another huge expense that Doodle Dandy Rescue is going to be hit with. All right, so let's see. We're down to Ollie. Ollie's a little overweight. So Ollie is working on it. He's on that Weight Watchers program for dogs, if you want to put it that way. So Ollie is working on losing some weight. Let's see, what else. What other notes do I have on it? He's adjusting. He has got a little bit of anxiety issues, so we're really working on the anxiety piece of it. He is getting better every day. We see just the progress that happens day to day with Ollie. So he's not going to be far away from going up for adoption here as we go through this. We never know the day these dogs are ready. It's all of a sudden they turn a corner. Deanna just posted something, help us save these babies. It takes fosters, it takes donations, it takes donations of supplies, of food. If you guys know anybody that works for NPIC in Plano here in Dallas, we'd love to get treat supplies and food supplies from them. Also, we're trying to get some partnerships going with some food companies. We are looking for that. If you work for a business that does donation matches, let us know. Please let us know. Let us know what we need to do to get on those lists, because those donation matches are huge. We've got companies, I believe it's Toyota and a couple of other companies that will donate money based on volunteer hours. So that's a great way for you to get to donate. Also, Smile Amazon, free way to donate money. Absolutely free way to donate money. I was looking at my account today and at the Doodle Dandy account. Since May 30th, our fan base has raised almost $500 at no cost to them through Amazon. So we're really asking you, please go to the Smile Amazon account and set up your Amazon Smile to be Doodle Dandy Rescue. All right, so let's keep going down this list. We've got Piper. Piper, oh, she is beautiful, and she is almost ready for adoption. She is preparing for her forever family. She is getting really close. So again, we're going to ask that you guys keep your eyes out for Piper. Ruffin Rider, ha! Let's see, we pulled those folks out of the shelter, I think it was a week ago now, and we did a competition, we did a fundraising competition, and our person that named the dogs, it was a tag team effort. Actually, it's Ryder's foster sister human that came up with the names, and the donor, Ruth Ellen, she's like, absolutely, let's do this. So we named them Ruff and Ryder, and if you know sports in Dallas, it's the Frisco Rough Riders. Ha! Get it? They were found on a softball field after being dumped there in a wire carrier in 105-degree heat. Again, another thing we can say, if something comes up and your life changes, whether it's financial, whether it's family, whether it's whatever it is, please don't dump your pet. It is a family member. It's a living, breathing, heart-beating creature. Please, please, please take them to a shelter, call a rescue group, but don't dump the animal. If it's food you need, contact your local food banks. We do in Dallas have a dog food bank, and also Salvation Army can provide dog food to you through their food bank program. So please, please, please ask for help before you leave an animal in a very stressful and dangerous situation. Let's see. So Ruffin Rider, they got groomed. Their neuters have been scheduled. So again, there's more money that's going out the door for us. They both had to be just about shaved down. They left about an inch of hair. Ryder's, I believe it was Ryder's groomer, told us that Ryder had never been groomed, and that inside of those matted curls, and he was the really shy one in the back of the kennel behind Ruff, that underneath all that mess of hair that you could see, that there was dead hair from birth. So he had never been groomed, never been brushed. So all that hair was tangled up together, and that was part of the situation. But as I understand, those two dogs are brilliant. You will be seeing pictures. Ruff's foster mom posted a great video of all the tricks that she's already taught him. So I'm going to be posting that again this week. So keep an eye out on our social media for all the updates. All right, we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs left to go. We're getting there. Let's see, Katie, do you have an update on Max? Max has been adopted, so that's why you don't see him on the foster page anymore. So I think this is a good time for me to talk about something, and I have just the dog to discuss with. So I'm going to come up here actually on the patio. In rescue, there is a term called foster fail. Foster fail means that you foster a dog, you fall madly in love with it, and it becomes your dog. As we say, dogs find their people. So for those of you that remember, Little Bit. Hey, Little Bit, can you look at the camera? There's Little Bit. Little Bit came to us from a really magnificent situation, okay? He was adopted just when he could be adopted. He was 8 weeks old when he was adopted by a family that now... Yes, Katie, thank you. Congrats to Max. He was adopted by a family who, unfortunately, at this point was at a point that it became too difficult for them to care for the dog. And so they trusted me. I went and picked him up to bring him to my house with my crew of Apollo and Rocky, and I fell in love. He's 13 years old. He would probably would have been really traumatized going to another family, and I realized he didn't need to go to another family, that he was perfectly good here with us. So I added to my family. It is now Apollo Creed, Rocky Balboa, and Little Bit. So I'm pretty excited to share that news. He is just a beautiful, sweet dog, and he will live his life out here with us, and I don't know, be part of our family and part of our hearts. So we're pretty excited about having added Little Bit. So that's what foster failing is. So it's something that we will tell you all day long. If you open your door to a foster and that foster and your family are a great fit, foster failing is always a possibility. No discounts for the dog, but you do get to keep the dog if the dog is your perfect match. So again, you will go through the full adoption process just like anyone else, and you'll be vetted and everything will be checked to make sure that you are that right family. So, you know, I highly recommend foster failing. So let's see. So that tells us about Max. Let's talk about Sarge. I think a lot of you guys saw the video of Sarge coming in. Sarge is progressing one baby step at a time. He has a lot of anxiety issues. So he is, and again, I just want to mention this. Yay, we've raised some money. Thank you, thank you. So we've got money in the bank there on Facebook. Don't forget, you can go directly to our website to donate. You can donate through PayPal. You can donate through Venmo. Just go online and you'll see all the different ways to donate right at on our website. So let's see, Sarge, or you can donate right here on Facebook. We're always good with that. So he is we are undoing a lot of really bad habits. And this is actually pretty common. Sorry about that. It's breezy out here. So it is actually really common. Folks get a cute little puppy. The problem is with that cute little puppy when they're big doodles is they get to be really big doodles. And if you've let the cute little puppy get away with things, the dog doesn't understand why when they got big, they can't get away with the things they normally get away with. So now you have a big dog with some pretty major issues. So Sarge is one of those. So we're trying to undo a lot of his bad habits and get him ready for adoption, and he will be, and he is gorgeous. Again, I've got videos to post this week, so you'll get a nice update on Sarge. Tobin came to us last week. He is in medical quarantine right now, so to speak. He's separated from any other dogs, and his foster's having to take really good care of making sure that that dog doesn't mix and that is walked in an area. Again, lack of vaccinations. Tobin's got kennel cough and giardia. And so he's being treated with 2 different antibiotics for that. Once the treatment is done for those 2, he'll be ready for his neuter, and then he'll be ready for adoption. So he is doing well. He is the sweetest, kindest little lap dog. I know, Deanna, it's tough, and it's all because somebody didn't care for him. So again, folks, if you can't afford the shots, if you can't afford veterinary care, there's no judgment. It happens. Life happens. And so give us a call if you've got a doodle. Let your friends know. If it's not a doodle, find the rescue, go to your local shelter, and give that dog the opportunity to go to another family and be treated well. Let's see, we've got Tucker. Tucker is a nice big poodle mix. He is assimilating to his foster life. He's getting to know his foster family. He is definitely a people person, and he's working on his dog person skills. So again, part of the fostering is socializing and teaching these dogs to become a really good member of the dog society, and the human society. So Tucker is working on those. And then we have Xavier. He is a tough one. Not going to lie about it. Fostering teaches us that there is oh, yay, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe, for donating. We so appreciate it. Guys, jump on. So, okay, John's got a question, and then I'll get back to Xavier. John's got a question here. He says, if you become a foster, how are dogs matched with foster families? Okay, great question. I'm trying to answer this. Sorry about that. My hair's blowing in my face. Dog fosters, Here, this is something fun. I'm going to share this with you. I live on a golf course. Look at this. Oh, there goes a little bit. This is the life in the foster world. You notice no golfers live behind my house, and that's simply because the dogs are always chasing them away. All right, so if you become a foster, how are our dogs matched with foster families? As you fill out your foster application and as you talk to our foster teams, you will let them know what your family situation is. Now, we have no idea what dog you'll get, okay? So you can't be specific on what breed you want because we don't know breeds. What we can do is, if you have a family, we're going to get you a dog that's good with families. And your first dog that you get, if you're looking for a dog, may not be the perfect match. I have a friend of mine who has been fostering for 15 years. Her dog, let's see, I ended up adopting her number 6. She ended up adopting number 18, and she is now close to 100 fosters. So you just never know, and they come in all shapes and sizes. And Deanna put something up there that's really important. Sometimes it's an emergency situation. You'll see that on our lives. We get a call, and it's like, hey, this dog needs help now. And that's exactly what the situation was with Tobin. We don't have the opportunity to sit and call around and ask 50 people. There's a dog, it needs medical, it cannot be in a shelter, come get it. And our intake team goes into action. And that intake team, you may still be in your pajamas. Well, it's get yourself dressed, get a ponytail going, and get out the door. Because the idea is we've got to get these dogs and we've got to get them placed. So the answer, John, is we try our best to get you close to a dog that if you're looking to get a dog matched, oftentimes it's you've got a home, we've got a dog, but you will be surprised at how many people come in saying, well, I want the big standard poodle size, and we end up taking them a small dog like, let's say, Little Bitter Hope, and the next thing you know, they're deeply in love and they can't imagine their lives without it. So for Deanna, as you see on here, I don't think Deanna signed up for Dylan. I don't think that was who she put on her application. I don't think, having a dog with epilepsy and having some pretty significant seizures was on the list of things that she thought. But, it's a tag team. People help her out. We've gotten dogs where we've transported them where somebody can go 20 miles, somebody can go 40 miles, somebody can go 200 miles. Look at the way we had Sarge come in. He came in, a trucker was driving through to Dallas and brought him to us. Deanna's saying on here, she was a little surprised. She signed up to rescue, and all of a sudden she's got he was, I think, Deanna, tell me if I'm right, 80 pounds when you got him, and he's up to 116 pounds. She did get a puppy. He does have seizures, but I'm going to tell you, there is nobody that has earned every jewel in her crown and every jewel in his crown besides Deanna and her husband. They are truly amazing fosters, and it happens every day. Lydia's foster was the same way. It was quite a surprise. You just never know when the dog's going to come into you. So as Diana's saying, he's a gentle giant, and I think that has just been, the videos we see of Dylan are amazing. So that's kind of how you get a dog. We're not able to find you that dog that you're looking for, perhaps, because we don't know when a dog's coming in, what breed it's going to be, what its mix is going to be. It's not there. We just don't have that opportunity. We walk into a shelter to pick up the dogs, and there it is. So let's see. Let me talk about Xavier. And that's Xavier. I say it Spanish way, somebody else will say it in the English way. Anyway, it's Xavier. So he is a 50-pound, curly, blonde, sweet mess of a dog. How's that? So yes, Jan, you're right. Deanna and her family are Dylan's angels. So let's talk about it. You're welcome, John. Let's talk a little bit about Xavier. He has a fabulous personality. Xavier had a lot of fear to work through. We don't know his past. We have no idea, which is very typical. We don't know what a dog's situation is when they come into us. So he has had to learn commands. He's had a terribly rough start. He has an incredible foster who as I was talking to her this morning, doesn't have a lot of access to her kitchen because she's using her whole kitchen area as a kennel for Xavier. He's a 50-pound gorgeous Labradoodle. Let's see, he's learned social skills. Now he's learning the social skills. So as he's learning these social skills, it's been tough because nobody taught him social skills when he was little. Folks, again, poster child for a little dog going into becoming a big dog. You can't let the little puppies get away with it. You've got to teach them. And if Dee, you're watching on here, or any of our trainers are watching on this, they will tell us all day long they run into this. So I've got a question that just came up. Let me see if I can slide it down. From Samantha. Samantha, you asked, will you consider fosters farther than the 20-25 mile from the Metroplex up in the Sherman area? Samantha, I'm going to tell you, apply. We don't know. As Deanna just wrote underneath it, sometimes, there's emergencies, as she wrote above it, excuse me, and you never know. There may be a dog in your area. So, oh yay, Christy's wearing her Dylan's Army shirt today. So please apply as a foster. You just never know what the situation is. We could get a dog tomorrow and call you up and say, hey, there's a dog in your area we need help with. So again, sign up and be prepared, because stuff changes like this. Intake of dogs, we don't know. We just don't know. Look at when we got the 3 voice dogs, Kelly, Blake, and Adam. Remember, Adam wasn't Adam. Adam was Gwen, because he was so mad they couldn't tell if it was an Adam or a Gwen. And it started out as a Gwen and then became an Adam. So as we've posted on there, you have to be a foster close enough to one of our vets, and that's really important. Be willing to commute, but we also want you close enough to the vet in case there's an emergency. You never know. You just never know. But we do need all types of help. Let me tell you some of the help that we need. We've got North Texas Giving Tuesday coming up. We definitely need help with fundraising, creating dog videos, intake, collecting supplies, writing to companies to become partners with us. We need social media help. We need website design help. We need, help me, Jan. Jan's our volunteer coordinator, and so I'm really quickly kind of going through the list there. But we can use help in every direction. So no matter what you do for a living, this can be something you love, something you want to try out, but please volunteer with us. Be part of our fundraising team. Think of ways that you can help us, and then just write us and tell us, hey, I can help you this way. We're always available on Facebook and on Instagram. Sorry about that. One of the really neat things is one of the folks that monitors our foster, our Facebook channel. She actually lives clear across the country, but that's her volunteer. She can stay with us. She stays and answers all the questions for us on Facebook and on Instagram. So there are lots of ways you can volunteer, whether you're here in the area, whether you're out of the area, because with technology, as we've seen, it is amazing. We're getting ready to build some training videos. We're getting ready to add all kinds of stuff. We need your help. So let's see, Jan said I hit the big ones. Foster, adopter communication, that's another place we could use help. Hey, do you like to write newsletters? Can you write a newsletter? We need you. We'd love to get a really good newsletter and email program together. So we can certainly use somebody that's got some marketing skills. And if you don't, post something on your social media pages and ask for help. If you know folks at work that do this kind of stuff and would like to join our team, please join our team. It's a great resume builder, especially if you have somebody that's looking to change careers. If you have young people in your house that are looking to build their resume, we'll take them. This is a great way for us to get to volunteers, and short-term, long-term, we would love all the help we can get. We're a 100% volunteer organization, which means that 100% of our money goes straight back to the dogs, every single penny. And for many of our fosters, they do this out of the kindness of their heart. While we reimburse all of the costs of the fosters, a lot of our fosters don't charge us. It's wonderful. You don't realize how much a bag of dog food that $50 we don't spend on a bag of dog food is $50 in medical care. So let me tell you, our fosters do great. They buy leashes, they buy toys. One of the things that we do here locally in the Metroplex, and let me tell you, if you're in the Metroplex, help us out with this. We put posts up on Nextdoor, on our local Nextdoors, asking for donations of kennels and all sorts of dog items. You would be impressed at the donations we get. I put an ad out probably 2 months ago. I got kennels, leashes, water bowls, and all I did was put my address on the Nextdoor site. People were dropping it off at my front door. I didn't have to go pick the stuff up. They were just driving through town. Of course, they're all local, right? Because we're on Nextdoor. They're driving past my house, stop at my front door, drop off all the stuff I needed. It is so neat because what that does is it allows me to have the stuff that our fosters need right here in my garage. And then when a dog comes up in my area, or if I'm part of that intake team, by the time I get to the dog, I have the car loaded for the new foster, because the new foster doesn't have to provide anything. So again, like Jan says, you know, we want our items to be slightly used. If they've got holes in them, if they're rusted up, we're going to ask that you find another place to donate those to. But for us, if it works and it looks good and you would let your dog use it, that's the items that we need. So think in terms of, would your dog want to use it? We had one young lady, lives down the street from me. She, in lieu of birthday presents, this is right before COVID, but in lieu of birthday presents, she had everyone bring a donatable dog item, and she chose Doodle Dandy to donate it to. So lots of times when you see pictures of the dogs with toys, those are toys that she donated. She got gift cards for us. She donated money. Isn't that a wonderful way to do it? So for your kids, it's a great way for them to get involved and give back. And also, speaking of kids, kids make fabulous volunteers. I know we're dealing with COVID and mixing, but there's always backyards. If you have children that want to help socialize dogs, talk to us. My neighbor kids are fantastic with this. Every time I get a new dog, they come over, they've learned how to do it, and we have a lot of fun with it. So it helps them learn to give back as well. So it's a great way to teach kids those giving back, that concept of giving back. And it's an easy way to do it that doesn't cost any money if that's the route that you need to take. So we will take your time, we will take your money, we will take your skills. So on that note, if there's any more questions, feel free to pop them up. If you're debating on donating, this is a really good time to do this because I'm getting ready to finish up this video. Although once the video is up, Ginger just said my kids would love that. I'll tell you what, Ginger, go to our website, fill out a volunteer application, and make sure you note that because, yay, we just got another donation. Thank you, Amanda. Because we are in the process of building the Doodle Dandy Rescue Kid program. If you go back and look at our videos, you'll see my neighbor Hope doing a video with Dog Hope, because we have Human Hope and Dog Hope, and she is one of our volunteers. So we're really excited about that. Thank you for that donation. Every donation goes straight back 100% to those dogs. So we so appreciate it. Yes, Deanna, again, thank you, Amanda. So we're building the DDR Kid program, so please go in and, again, Ginger, go in, fill out the application, and make sure you note on there that your children want to get involved in part of the child socialization with the dogs. So if there's no more questions on here, I think I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to go ahead and load this. We'll load it up onto YouTube, and we'll load it on Facebook, and then roll it over also to Instagram. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for your donations. And I'm glad you got the update on all the dogs. Keep an eye on our social media this week because you're going to get videos and pictures and foster updates. All right, Deanna, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Have a great, lazy Sunday. And keep tabs on us because you never know what the rescue is going to bring you next. Bye.